Welcome everybody to the Genesis Mindset for another episode of Mobick Monday. So it's been a long time since I've done a Mobick Monday episode. There hasn't really been a lot of things to report on, and obviously I get all my information from Korea. So I have a lot of difficulty in presenting the information because I don't understand the native language clearly. So with that, I'm going to be doing a price update, but I also want to be sharing Oh Tae Min, so the founder, Professor Oh Tae Min, so the leading Bitcoin author in South Korea who founded BitMobick as a fork of Bitcoin. He's released his first English version of one of his books. So it's Kindle, but I'll share that with you. So all the links will be in the description. And I've also found another great blog where I'm going to start to learn more information from, which is in English. So with that, let's get straight into the episode. So it's going to be very brief today. I'll show the blog in just a minute. So first of all, the price chart. To be perfectly honest, it doesn't look all that great. It doesn't look all that great if you are a holder. If you're a buyer, it looks fantastic. So if you're someone who's looking at this and you want to actually accumulate more, then this is a really, really good chart. But the fact that the volume hasn't really died off, and if anything, the volume is actually increased during these periods is it's a bit concerning, honestly speaking. If the chart is looking like this, you want to see the volume really dying down, but it kind of picked up a lot here. So this could have a lot to do with the fact that possibly the holders, even though the dynamics of the airdrop, there's probably going to be a lot of inexperienced people within this particular cryptocurrency, I would suspect. So if you're a buyer, it might be a really, really good opportunity to start accumulating. But yeah, I mean, if I was buying, I'd be waiting for it to possibly get down to the 200 to 250 levels. So yeah, this channel is going down, and until it kind of breaks out with conviction. So in order for it to be something where you could say that it is basically going in a positive direction, you would want to start to see something like this. So you would want it to not go this far. The fact that actually I'll do some very, very basic, this is called technical analysis. So I'm by no means a TA expert, but I think for the most part, I undersell myself a lot. So basically you look for these key levels, and because the price is now pushed below these key levels, it's only wicked below those levels. So these candles represent one whole day. And so when you get something like this, where they're called candles. Now, it has this full part, which is called a body, and then it has this, which is called a wick. So within that day, the price went down to as low as that, but it's currently at this level, and the price opened at this level, and it went as high as this level, but it opened at this level. So the body basically tells you where it opens and where it closes, and the candles tell you how high it went and how low it went in that particular day. So the fact that it's kind of really, yeah, the fact that it's really pushed below those levels, it's not great. It's not great. It definitely makes it look like it's going to continue to go down, to be perfectly honest, but anything could happen. So what I would want to see basically is hopefully for it to come up like this and then to kind of bounce off. Well, I mean, something amazing would be if this was kind of a reversal, it comes back down here and then bounces off this. And all these things, they're just indications of where the price might go. So none of it is factual. It's just indications. That's why they're called indicators. So yeah, it's okay. I have no concern for the project because it's a very long-term project. And the founder, Oh Tae Min, he's pouring his everything into this project. And one of the things that I need to start looking at, obviously on this channel, there's a lot of Pulse Chain followers. We have the PDAI narrative, so the DAI stablecoin narrative. So the Mobick now, Mobickers, BitMobick is really looking for their own stablecoin. So I have spoken to someone in Oceania about Pulse Chain. Yeah, and I just think it's the most remarkably profound opportunity on Pulse Chain. So yeah, I would like for them to even consider the possibilities of making Pulse Chain a home. It would be incredible, but who knows? They might want to look for something more reputationally reputable. So until the case gets dismissed with Richard Hart, it might be a problem. So in any case, the price is not looking all that great, but for a buyer, it's really, really great. But if I was really wanting to buy a lot, I'd be looking for these kinds of levels down here. So the 2 to 230 kind of levels. So Okay, so Amazon. So Oh Tae Min, Professor Oh Tae Min has released in English The Great Bitcoin, a worldview of absolute intelligence encompassing humanities, economics, and science. So he was obviously an economics professor, and wow, 5 stars. I mean, it's only got 4 ratings, but yeah, 5 stars. And I know the books are very, very popular in Korean. So you can get this on Kindle on Amazon. So I'll leave the link in the description. There's no affiliation link or anything like that. But this would be a book that I'll be reading. I don't have Kindle, but I'm gonna have to get Kindle to read this book. I have this book in the Korean version, but obviously I can't actually read it. So okay, so obviously Oh Tae Min as a world leader in Bitcoin in South Korea. If you're really interested in Bitcoin, this is a really, really, really excellent book. Or so I've heard. This is an excellent book to read. So you can also find lots of different things. So one of my friends, she wrote an article many years ago. So this was 2018. So she explains what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is for noobs. And so people who watch this channel who are into BitMobick and Bitcoin probably are noobs. So noobs are just basically new kinds of people, new people. And so it's like an online term for, yeah, new people. So I will leave this link in the description as well. I won't go through this, but I'll leave the link in here. So I've covered some of these things on my channel in relation to Bitcoin mining, what it actually means, the speculations around Bitcoin, what it means for the world. There's a nice little video in here as well. So this would be a great learning resource for people to take a good look at. And I'm also going to leave this link here. So now this is a blog that's appeared. So I did start to do some blog writing for BitMobick. I haven't written a blog in quite some time, to be honest. And I don't know if this is Sam's. I'm not too sure. So Samuel Hahn, who has his own channel, I don't know if this is his, but they look like some of them are his. I recognize some of these titles. So unless somebody's just kind of copied these and put it onto here, but I'll leave this link in the description as well. So if you want to do a little bit more research, then by all means, please research this. So yes, but obviously the last time I was talking about BitMobick was when it first got launched on an exchange. So this is really, really good news. So very short episode, just to do an overview and a quick cover of basically Oh Tae Min's new book. So once I read this book, I'll also do a review on this book once I actually read it. So that's going to take me quite some time. So I am a big reader, but I have a lot of other books that I'm reading at the moment. So I'm reading Sapiens at the moment. So yeah, with that, short and sweet, not a very long episode, just a quick update. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care.